2019 Mini Countryman Car Review. The good points of 2019 Mini Countryman. Exterior and decor sets it besides competitors. Materials are higher quality when compared to subcompact rivals. One and the only vehicles of this type with a manual transmission. Provides an exciting driving experience. The bad points of 2019 Mini Countryman. Front seats are confining. Cargo area is small. All engines require premium fuel. The plug-in is limited def range and grabby brakes. The 2019 Mini Countryman new feature. Revamped trim structure. Altered standard and optional equipment availability. Part with the second Countryman generation introduced for 2017. Small crossovers are everywhere nowadays, and the majority perform the duties expected of those. But how many beat? The 2019 Mini Countryman does simply that. Take one seat and you'll see those classic Mini design elements that will help it differentiate themselves from the crowd. Inside, the cabin appears to be a slightly more upscale version on the one inside the Mini hardtop, an auto awashi renowned for having arguably the nicest interior from the subcompact class. Driven enthusiastically around turns, the Countryman lives nearly its heritage and is also more entertaining they are driving than other subcompact crossovers. Unfortunately, it is a premium asking price to match its premium luxuries and handling dynamics. Nor could it be as roomy as other crossovers you could possibly potentially cross it against. Overall, though, the world thinks the Countryman's a wonderful choice if you're looking for something more upscale versus the typical fare. Notably, we picked the 2019 Mini Countryman Cooper SE Hybrid as one of best hybrid SUVs with this year. 2019 Mini Countryman configurations. The 2019 Mini Countryman is usually a sporty, fun substitute for the standard group of small crossovers and wagons. The Countryman earns the premium cost it carries by providing a healthy set of standard features, while numerous available options allows buyers a customized Countryman with their heart's content. All four models, Cooper, Cooper S, John Cooper Works and Cooper SE, have similar feature content however are differentiated through the engine's underhood. From there, buyers make a choice from three trim levels: Classic, Signature and Iconic, with the increasing volume of features. Powering the classic front-wheel drive Cooper is often a turbocharged 1.5-litre three-cylinder engine, 134 horsepower, 162 pound-feet of torque, matched on your choice of a 6-speed manual or 6-speed automatic transmission. On the all-wheel drive Countryman ALL4, the automatic transmission has 8 speeds. You have a lot of features using the Countryman, including 17-inch wheels, summer performance run-flat tires, automatic headlights, fog lights, automatic wipers, heated mirrors, a heated windshield wiper system, roof rails, a panoramic sunroof, a rear-view camera, rear parking sensors, push-button ignition, a leather-wrapped tire, height-adjustable front seats, 402040 split rear seats, simulated leather upholstery, ambient lighting, Bluetooth, a 6.5-inch display, along with a 6-speaker audio system which has a USB port. Our pick would be the next level Cooper S. It incorporates a turbocharged 2.0-litre 4-cylinder engine, 189 horsepower, 207 lb-ft, mated to a 8-speed automatic transmission. It also gets 18-inch wheels, front sport seats and extra stability control choices. A 6-speed manual is standard with all-wheel drive models, while using 8-speed auto optional. As against the Cooper and Cooper S, all-wheel drive is standard for the next two models. The John Cooper Works trim adds a more powerful version with the turbocharged 4-cylinder 228 horsepower, 258 lb-ft. The manual is standard along with the 8-speed auto is optional. Additional features include LED headlights, cornering lights, aerodynamic modifications, a rear spoiler, a sport-tuned suspension, keyless entry, aggressively bolstered front seats, cloth and faux suede upholstery, wheel-mounted shift paddles and selectable driving modes. The Cooper SE is very different on the rest on the lineup. Up front will be the Cooper's turbocharged 3-cylinder engine that drives leading wheels by using a 6-speed automatic transmission. In back, and driving the back wheels, is surely an electric motor powered with a rechargeable 7.6 kWh power supply. Mini says total combined output for your SE is 221 horsepower and 284 lb-ft. The estimated all-electric driving range is 12 miles. The Cooper S feature submissions are identical to that on the Cooper S, though selectable driving modes are standard. Features added because of the signature trim differ slightly determined by model, but generally, it adds keyless entry, heated front seats, dual-zone automatic climate control, forward collision warning, adaptive cruise control, automatic high-beam control and touchscreen functionality. Cooper models get 18-inch wheels, while Cooper S and JCW versions get adaptive dampers and selectable driving modes. Choosing the signature trim also opens the door to additional paint choices, interior dashboard appliques and upholstery choices. The Signature's premium package further adds power folding mirrors, auto-dimming interior and exterior mirrors, chrome exterior trim, LED headlights, cornering lights, satellite radio along with a 12-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. The iconic trim includes those upgrades, and also a power liftgate, power adjustable front seats, leather upholstery, a navigation system as well as an 8.8-inch touchscreen. Cooper and Cooper S models get a collection of several 18 and 19-inch wheel designs, while JCW models get 19 or 20-inch wheels. Some from the above options might be ordered separately. Additional standalone options include exterior and interior styling modifications, all-season tires and tinted windows. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically can be purchased in multiple versions which are fundamentally similar. The S on this review provide our full test in the Mini Countryman Cooper S Turbo 2.0 litres inline 4, 6-speed manual, AWD. Note, since this test was conducted in 2017, the latest Mini Countryman has brought some revisions, including a revamped trim structure in 2019. Our findings remain applicable to the year's Mini Countryman, however. Driving. The Countryman Cooper S might be more entertaining drive an automobile than most traditional compact crossovers, but it is not as quick as luxury alternatives including the BMW X1. It splits the gap between these groups in many other performance-related areas too. Acceleration. Even though this will be the sporty Cooper S model, the Countryman feels sluggish at partial throttle in green and mid-driving modes. It's not so new Select Sport whose feels like it's some pep. We achieved a good 0.60 miles per hour duration of 7.2 seconds. The SC took just 6.4 seconds. Braking. Brake pedal includes a light to moderate volume of resistance, with good initial bite. It's not grabby, however. It found a halt from 60 miles per hour and 117 feet, average against standard crossovers. The hybrid's 140-foot result can be embarrassing. And its grabby brakes help it become impossible to halt smoothly. Steering. True to Mini's sporting intentions, steering effort is really a little heavier compared to competitors. The car responds reasonably quickly, but directional changes tend to be immediate in sport mode. It's stable at highway speeds, so you don't need to make corrections to maintain the car tracking straight. Handling. The Countryman is a lot more fun to zip around turns than other cars with this class, but it is best to consider it a sporty option to small crossovers and wagons instead of a large Mini. It doesn't quite live nearly those expectations. Feels almost like Thea's more body roll compared with the Mazda CX-5. Driveability. The clutch is not hard to operate, having a catch point just up and running, which means you barely should ease up before forward movement ensues. The clutch pedal isn't heavy either. The shifter throws really are a little long and rubbery, but it is easy to find the best gate. Comfort. The Countryman exhibits a qualification of comfort that's surprising given Mini's sporting reputation. The ride isn't choppy, along with the cabin is reasonably quiet. But the aggressively bolstered front seats and heat-trapping upholstery are major drawbacks. Seat comfort. The side bolsters on these seats are thick whilst keeping you constantly in place during hard cornering. But the seat back and bottom are narrow, forcing you to definitely rest your legs within the thigh bolsters. Many people will see them too confining. Non-sport seats are just available around the base Cooper and Hybrid. Ride comfort. The ride is surprisingly comfortable, in spite of large 18-inch wheels and run-flat tires. It feels a little livelier than some competitors, yet it's supple by many standards. Noise and vibration. Fears very little wind noise, as well as tire noise within reason quelled. The sunroof covers rattle when they are closed and also you hit a bump, but move them slightly unnatural and the tissue will disappear. The auto stop-start system sends a shudder over the cabin if your engine kicks on. Climate control. Auto climate control needs to work hard for cooling the cabin and counteract heat radiating from your panoramic sunroof with a hot day. Temperature adjustments come in 2-degree increments. Seats don't breathe well, even so the cloth Fox leather coverings might still be better than non-cloth seats in warm climes. Interior. The Countryman possesses a sense of roominess you may not find in other Minis, and that we like thoughtful touches, for example an instrument panel that moves with all the steering wheel and folding rear headrests. But there are many ergonomic issues, including an awkwardly located seatback tilt lever and lumbar knob. Ease of usage. Most things up front are super easy to reach, through the toggle switches on the infotainment system controller. The awkward lumbar knob, around the inboard side from the seat back, is surely an exception. The door-mounted armrests are in a perfect length, but there is no rear center armrest. Getting and jetting out. The Countryman incorporates a steep in height that's slightly taller than that relating to high-riding hatchbacks including the Mercedes GLA and BMW X1, and that means you don't belong to the seat whenever you enter. That said, entry and exit aren't quite effortless as the large seat bolsters can get in sideway. Driving position. The front seats allow enough for aft and height travel, ensuring drivers of a typical size are able to find a good position. Eventually, facts. The headrests are angled beyond the boundary forward as well as the clutch pedal travel is long, which makes it difficult to find a snug setup initially. Roominess. There's a good amount of headroom at the start, even with all the panoramic sunroof. Shoulder room is lacking due on the aforementioned seat bolsters. There's decent legroom and headroom inside back, and also the front seat back is sculpted for really near room. Visibility. All windows are tall and wide, plus there is even a large window from the rear 3/4 portion to lessen blind spots. A standard rear view camera is great but unnecessary considering the ample window openings. The bump for the hood causes it to become tough to determine where the best side in the car is. Quality. Inspired design and high quality elevate the Countryman over the usual choice of compact crossovers as well as give the luxury brands a run to the money. The molded plastic about the upper door panels, a soft touch surface around the dash, and cloth within the door allow it to feel premium. Utility. While the cargo area is really a bit small to the class, a floor sits well below the top with a back seat, so that you can load all items without encroaching on rear visibility. There are limited storage solutions for those inside the back because there's no armrest or flip-out tray behind the middle console. Small item storage. All the doors have large cutouts, with each one is put into two sections. Both sections will hold a bottle of water. There's a small tray in front from the shifter as well as a bin in the armrest for front occupants. There's no fold-down center armrest inside back, which could normally house a tray. Cargo space. The cargo area is wide and boxy, which is a lift-over height what a couple inches lower in comparison to a typical crossover. It measures 17.6 cubic feet behind the spine seats and 47.6 cubes with these folded. Both figures are small with the class. The SS charging cable case is kept within the cargo area, reducing space. Child safety seat accommodation. There are 4 latch anchors, 2 on each on the outboard seats. They are easily accessed and located under clearly marked flip-up covers. There's one tether about the back of each other and every portion with the 402/040 split rear seats. You'll need to pop the cargo door or take away the cargo cover to get into them. Technology. The newest version of Mini's interface is attractive but seems to be a tad more cumbersome to use compared with previous iterations. The maps, however, are less cluttered than before. Voice controls work effectively, with natural voice commands. Many advanced security measures are available. Audio and navigation. The Countryman's central computer screen has touchscreen functionality. Because there's much iconography, at least from your main screen, happier using the controller. The menu's horizontal buttons further increase the risk for case to the controller. Smartphone integration. There are 2 USB ports inside the front but none inside the back. Apple CarPlay exists, though you must upgrade to a minimum of the signature model using the navigation package to make it. Android Auto is notably absent. Some apps, like Spotify and Pandora, can be found through audio menus. Driver aids. A rear view camera and rear parking sensors are standard on all models. Our tester have also been equipped with front sensors as well as a larger central screen, among other aids. Park too closely for an object in front as well as the sensor issues a loud alert even if you are not in gear. Voice control. The voice controls are great. The system recognizes natural speech as an alternative to forcing the consumer to travel down a path of predetermined phrases. The navigation function can redirect to some similar house number if this can't find yours within the system. Siri Eyes Free can be acquired for iPhone users.